Okay, I think we are now live.
Yeah.
Just notified me.
Yeah, I gotta mute this before it starts echoing.
Oh yeah, I need to pull it up actually.
Hello, everybody.
Laura always with the last minute. Oh yeah, I need to be in the chat. I forgot.
That is literally like me with every single thing I do in my life.
It's like you've never done this before and you don't know that you need to open the chat
At the
window.
last minute, I'm like, oh yeah, I got to do a thing. How do I do it again?
Someone said, Charlie said that they love that the thumbnail is Laura's arm and Kate's hands. Those are actually my hands. So, me and Kate must have very similar hands.
Evan does have abnormally soft hands. It freaks me out.
I do have, I have tiny hands. I'll admit it.
So do I. But yours are like really soft. I won't even like having to touch me. I'm like, stop touching me with your soft hands. It's weird.
Apparently, it's
We're
like,
weirded out right now.
oh man.
Get in the chat. I gotta get in the chat.
That's not weird at all. Not at all.
Oh man. Okay, I would start naming hello to every single person, but it would just be there's so many of you.
Hello.
Hello.
How's everybody's nano going? How are your guys' nanos going?
Oh. Just a sound.
Mine's better than that. A lot better than that.
Yay. I am definitely behind by like 41,000 words, but I'm undeterred. Like I got this.
I'm on track, but I just wrote a scene yesterday that I'm just not feeling. So I'm like, oh, I just wrote a scene knowing that I'm gonna have to delete all of it.
Yeah. That's a bummer.
You never know though, like if you take some time from it and then go back to it later, you may still be able to use some of it. That's happened to me before. I'm like, well, I'm going to totally delete all of that. And I went back to it later and I was like, maybe I could use some of this.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I mean, I'll definitely keep it like in a folder, but it's just like in the moment feels like it was crap.
I have like 1,200 words, and then I'll be like, if I write 1,200 words today, I'll be on point for my goal. So
mine says I'll finish on August 9th.
Yeah, mine's saying August 6th. So
mine was saying
August the 3rd. So
mine was saying August 30th at one point. I think someone in one of our live chats said like October 31st or something.
There was someone in March for
March
of next year. It's fine. Trying to get to stats to look at mine. Yeah, mine right now says August 3rd, but I'm only 1,200 words behind just because I have a small goal.
Mine says November 5th, so Guy Fawkes Day, you guys. That's how I celebrate. I'm finally finishing.
You'll be ready for regular Nano.
Yeah.
I'll get it done just in time to do something new.
Oh, Avalon reached her goal, so congrats on that.
Oh, congrats.
Woo!
Showing us all up already.
Yeah.
I think Emily hit hers as well, and she's like almost doubled it, but she said that it was a really small goal to start off with. So,
see, that's what I thought I was gonna do, and I thought I was gonna be able to be like brag and everything, and like my small goal is still kind of killing me. So, came back to kick me in the butt.
Oh, it was great, by the way.
That's right, Graham.
great.
Oh, nice. Moved from November to August.
August 4th to August 3rd.
Winning. You're getting there.
Jeez, Mackenzie, show off.
Mackenzie's killing it. Telling you.
50K already this month. The most I've ever written in 1 month, like even when I beat Nano, finish Nano, I only get like 100 words over the 50,000.
I think that's what mine was too. It was like,
I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
I've never won a regular Nano ever.
It's overrated. Don't worry about it.
Well, like,
it's not true. I felt pretty freaking victorious when I wrote 50,000 words in 1 month. Felt pretty awesome.
Kate and I were talking about it last night. Like, if I actually hit my goal of 25,000 this month, it'll be like the most I've ever written in a month in my entire life. So
you can do it.
I mean, right now I'm at 16,000, and I think I've done 20 before. I But and I don't know. It happens.
And what's another 5,000? You can do 25,000 for sure.
Mhm.
I only got 9 more to go.
Oh. Why did I thought you said 12? Oh, you said you had to hit 1,200 for today.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then speaking of which, we want to get started sprinting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damien's
let's
behind
do
me
it.
carrying vinegar.
What?
How long do we want to start out with? Do we want to do like a short one, or do we want to let people in chat decide?
We could do 7.
Me
A
and
lot
Laura.
of 7s.
Are we on the same page there, Kate?
Yep.
I'm down for a 7. I'll take a 7.
I'm down for anything under 3 hours.
I can do like up to 20 is my max, and even then it's kind of pushing it.
Which all of us are. Well, I don't know about Marissa, but I know that the other 4 of us all live in that world where over 20 minutes is like, no.
Oh, yeah, no. 20 minutes is really pushing it for me.
Yeah, especially for the first sprint. Like,
Oh, yeah.
let's ease into it. You got to dip your toe in the water. Not
Exactly.
a sort of girl.
Yeah.
Someone in one of their live chats did like a 35-minute. Was that Brooke?
No.
I was just like, I could never.
That's
I
right.
lose way too much.
I could watch a whole TV show during that time.
I can watch one of Kate's vlogs in that time.
Okay, so it looks like people are good with 7. So do you want to do a 7-minute?
Yeah, I'm good with 7 minutes. When do we want to start it? Just at the when? I don't know.
Let's start it on the 7.
Okay.
Feeling good about 7 today, guys. I'm gonna play the lottery tonight.
You know what the best part is about being on someone else's channel? Not being in charge of the timer.
I've only forgotten like a handful of times to actually start the timer. So, but
You've been pretty good about it lately.
I would say Jess taught me the trick that if I do forget, I just don't tell anybody, and I look to see when I said it started, and then I put the timer from right then on my phone. So I just outed myself that I'm still forgetting sometimes.
Learn timestamps. It's all good.
Jess taught me that trick.
Wait, what is that?
That's what I'm here for.
Teach me tricks.
You and everyone else.
Well, you have to make an updated video now that YouTube's like changing their Hangout thing.
Yeah, but I'm going to have to figure it out because the Hangouts is staying, but the Hangouts on air is probably not staying. So I don't know what we're going to do.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun, interesting trial and error.
I can't wait for you to figure it out.
I know, same.
Yeah, and make a video
Oh,
about it.
yes.
We'll be waiting.
Most people are jumping ship and going to Twitch, and I'm like, I'm not learning a whole new thing.
I've streamed Twitch, and it's pretty easy, but it's not easy to like have another person on it with you. You still have to have Skype and OBS. But anyway, we can talk about that later. But 7-minute sprint starting.
Oh.
Is everybody ready? I'm hitting start now. That's time. How'd everybody do?
I got 214.
Oh, nice.
Finishing the sentence.
I was spending most of the time trying to figure out a synonym for sharp, and none of them really worked. So,
How'd you do, Marissa?
I got 450.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Well, it helps when you don't write for like 10 days, and then you're like, yeah, I kind of liked this project. Why haven't I done anything with it? That's my secret.
I ended up with 160.
I'm editing,
Nice.
so I don't really have a way to figure out what I did. 300-ish. Mackenzie is writing on her phone. That sounds like,
I can't do it.
yeah. I've edited on my phone before, and it's not fun.
Oh yeah, you did that when you were commuting, didn't you?
Yeah.
My phone is ancient. There is no working on my phone.
I just it's too small of a screen. It hurts my eyes.
It's like I don't mind reading on my phone, but I don't think I could write on my phone.
Yeah, no, that would drive me nuts.
I was beta reading Laura's book on my phone because I had Word on my phone. So like, I had to like zoom in when I wanted to add a comment. I had to like hit a button and it would like rezoom all weird. It was really awful.
Yeah, that's too much.
That was some sort of karma punishment for something you did to me when we were kids, I'm sure.
I was a great child, so.
Yeah.
Jess, you just redyed your hair? It does look vibrant.
Yeah, I agree.
New blue.
Are you using the same hair dye as before?
Nope, different kind. I am using Overtone now.
Ooh, I want to use Overtone. I want to dye my hair.
It's interesting. I don't have it out yet.
I mean, it looks good.
It looks really cool, yeah. Yeah.
Blue. I wore like a greenish shirt to work today, and my hair was like the same color as my shirt. So like I came home and dyed my hair. I was like, I can't do it anymore. So. Yeah, Kevin, what color would you dye your hair?
I've always told myself that if I get down to the goal weight I want to be, which I don't know if that'll ever happen, I want to dye my hair like a bubblegum pink. Just for fun.
Just do it anyway.
I just know it's a lot of upkeep too because my hair's like dark, so it's not super dark, but it's dark enough that I would have to keep re-bleaching it and stuff. But I used to dye my hair a lot when I was younger.
Me too.
Now I'm old.
Me too. I'm older than you. Gosh.
Who was it that writes on their iPad? It's Courtney Project. She writes on her iPad.
So does
Yeah.
Moon. Moon does a lot. Not all of it, but a lot of her stuff she does on her iPad.
I'm actually thinking about that, and that'd be so nice because as much as I like my laptop, it's sometimes too bulky to like. It feels too bulky, and my laptop's just getting really old, so it dies real quickly.
It is really nice. I will show you.
Oh, you write on your iPad too?
Yeah, so I please don't think that I'm super fancy and like can afford tons of computer equipment and an iPad. I inherited this iPad and just bought like the case for it, and it had like the Bluetooth keyboard. It's really good, but I like the keyboard action isn't exactly what you want. Like you want to be able to hit the keys and have the good clicks. So I write a little bit slower on it, but like it's really nice for carrying around.
I don't have an iPad either, but my boyfriend's an illustrator, so I could just steal his and write with it.
My boyfriend's a graphic designer, and I stole his.
He actually got a new one, so I was like, "Hey, so what are you gonna do with the old one? You're gonna let me use it?" Oh man!
Shout out to visual arts people for helping us out.
I know. For real. He's actually the one that makes my like logo and stuff, and he just does it out of the kindness of his heart. So someone I watched just on YouTube who does overtone, she puts a little bit into her regular everyday conditioner to help maintain the color. I don't know if that's like suggested, but just a little weird little thing.
When they sell it, you can buy like single packaging. They also sell it with like a daily conditioner. So it's just like it's basically that. It's like the lighter to help keep it upkeep. I'm going to see how I like this, and it's expensive, so I may just start making my own, because I can just buy dye and mix it with conditioner and move on with my life.
Yeah. I was about to ask, because I thought I thought that I had heard it was expensive. I looked once, but I don't remember what it was, like how much it cost.
It's like $30 for the tub, but I mean, I used like probably not even an eighth of it. So, which isn't bad when you consider that it cost me like $180 when I got my hair bleached and dyed the first time.
Oh.
So,
So much money.
Thank you. You too.
I mean, considering it washed out in 2 washes, yeah, it was excessive.
I dyed my hair black once, and I got like a permanent dye, and it washed out after like a week. And I was so angry.
I've had I'd done this like the semi-permanent. She's like, oh, it'll last like a little bit while. It literally lasted 1 wash, so I never did that again. But like what the problem I have with like, because my hair is white, like a lot of it, so I dye it, and my roots start coming in like 2 weeks later. Like my hair grows so fast. I have so much of it. It's a nightmare.
They make, just for you and your grays, because they make overtone and also in like blacks and browns and colors like that as well. And because it's just like a conditioner, so you can just use it and like leave it in for like 10 or 15 minutes and wash it out. And it did color my grays.
Ooh, I should do
have
that.
grays up top too, and it did color my grays.
I should do that. But I do just want to go on record that my hair is white. It's not gray.
Yes, it is white hair.
I'm
not
very
gray.
particular about all my
You
like
are.
my grandparents. All that they had like white, like stark white. So
Yeah.
I've had it since I was 19. So lucky me.
Well, it will cover your white hair. So if
Okay.
you want to try
I
that,
can do that because I wait.
chemical dyes.
Yeah, it's expensive to keep going back to my hairdresser. So like I wait until it's grown out quite a bit. And I got really, I avoided doing it for like a long time. So I didn't really mind the white until someone thought that I was my husband's mother. I think she was just trying to hit on my husband because my husband and I are not even a year apart. So she was like, we were looking at some Game of Thrones stuff, and then like I walked away, and she walked up to my husband. She's like, I think it's so cute that you and your mom can find something to like together.
Oh my god!
Wow.
You beat her up in the party. You're really allowed to.
And I was like, all right, getting rid of the white hair. That was enough. Like we're literally like right now we're the same age because his birthday is a couple days ago and mine's in a few days, so we're not even a full year apart. I've never been so mad about anything. He waited to tell me too until it was too long to punch her in the face. So on.
That's why he waited.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I would have liked to see you punch her because I was there when it happened.
Yeah, yeah, you were. Ugh.
She wasn't very nice to me either, though. So I think she was just not a very nice person.
Whatever. All right, we ready to do another sprint?
Yeah, somebody asked Kate what the page difference is. They asked you specifically what the page difference is between Les Mis and The Count of Monte Cristo. Do you know that off the top of your head?
That's because I'm reading The Count of Monte Cristo for the reading rush.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea. So Count of Monte Cristo is 1,243 pages in my edition. So I don't know how long Les Mis is.
Okay, you're reading a 1,000-page book for a readathon.
So I'm going to start it during the readathon.
I saw your new video go up. I just hadn't had a chance to watch it because it just went up. But
Literally.
I don't know how long Les Mis is like page count, but I know the audiobook is 62 hours because I was like, maybe I'll listen to this. And I looked it up on Scribd and I was like,
What?
no.
Oh
No.
my gosh. That's
62 hours?
62 hours.
That would take me like 3 months to listen to.
yeah.
I had to read Count of Monte Cristo in high school, but I had to read it for French class, so we read it in French. So it was very painful.
Wow.
No, thank you. I'm good.
So that was rough. That was rough. So yeah.
I started reading my book today. It's a whopping 350 pages. So, yeah.
I listened to The Rest of Us Just Live Here at work today. It's only 5 hours long, so I listened to the whole thing at work.
That sounds awesome.
I just saw the new Spider-Man movie. I haven't started a new book yet. I'm still a little scarred from Red, White, and Royal Blue listening to that at work.
Yeah, that's not
not safe for work. Not safe for work.
that's definitely not safe for work.
I started listening to a different audiobook, and the narrator was so bad. I got like 2 minutes into it and I had to turn it off. It was awful. But it's like an old book, so like I don't feel bad about saying this. It was a really old book, so like I don't think I'm not gonna drag it through the mud. Anyway, how long would everybody like the next sprint to be?
14.
11.
14, 11.
12 and a half. 13:43.
I was thinking 13 also, Diane.
Everyone's so divided. I wish we could have like a poll in chat.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
You could, but
You have to link it, right? And then you have to go to a separate thing to.
well, if you, it would be hard to do because you would have to set it up prior to.
You lost me.
You set it up when you set up your video. You can put in cards and you could put in polls on the cards. So you would have to know when you were going to ask it in order for it. Well, I guess you wouldn't. You could just tell people it was in the card section and they could vote. But I mean, you would only really be able to use it one time and then.
See, I know that like on Twitch when people do it, they like put like a link in chat and they go to that website where it's just a poll website, but that just sounds like a lot of work too. See, since I'm talking about Natalie, it's a whole lot of work. But I'm seeing a lot of 13s. That's a compromise between Kate's 11 and Jess's 14.
I really don't care. I was just like, the last number we did was 7, so I was doubling it.
Well, we do 13. That'll round us off to an even 20 for people that are doing it by minute.
Yes, I like it.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
So we want to start it at the. Do you want to do something weird? Start at the 29 mark.
You do whatever you want.
I just don't like to start it right away because I know there's a little bit of delay in chat.
Yeah. But it's really weird that you did it at the 29 mark. Like, that's like one of those weird things where like I can't put the volume on my TV to like 33. It's got to be 30 or 35. Like I can't do it.
29 it is.
29 is gonna make me have an itch the entire time.
But it'll end on an even number.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Wait, yeah. But no, I do it by 5s. So
What?
I start things on 5. So it's like I would never do like 22 volume. I would do 20.
So I just do whatever volume sounds good.
Because you're a cheer-tater, Kevin, and a pain in my ass.
Wow.
She only knows movie quotes.
That's true. We were talking about making all the decisions, and I just thought of that from
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Bring It On. I can remember the quotes, but I can't remember the name of the movies ever, or the characters.
It's a cheerocracy.
Yeah,
Cheerocracy.
you'd be a cheer-tater, Kevin.
With your AC, my AC is just always on like a cool 60. Okay, it's starting. I'm gonna hit the start button now. How was that for everybody?
Pretty good. Let's see.
I did okay. The dog wanted in and then out and then back in again. So
I know that life.
I'm stuck. I have nothing. I wrote a whole 200 words.
I got like 2 pages edited, but like most of it, I mean, it's already written some. I don't know. Not as much as I would have hoped.
Mm-hmm.
78. Nice.
Charlie said 13 minutes for me.
Yeah. I'm not even giving myself 13 minutes. I did too much chatting. I'm going to give myself about 10.
I did a lot of chatting, but that's because I don't know what to do.
You got it.
Where did you just leave off at? Let's all help you brainstorm, write your story.
Well, that's kind of what I just started doing was like brainstorming. Like, I had to figure out more of the magic system before I can continue because they are going to start classes now. And so, like, what classes are they going to take? I need to figure out the magic system. So I just started brainstorming, and I'm counting those words because they are words and they will count.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I can't wait to read this. I love anything to do with witches, so I'm like so excited. I need you to send it to me as soon as it's ready.
Me too. And anything vaguely related to boarding schools, I'm also in on. So it's like
my first book that I wrote that got me my agent takes place at a boarding school, and just love the idea of like, because it's so different than like what my teenage life was like. That I love the idea of like all these teenagers being like thrown in like this weird situation.
Yes, same.
I really want to read. I can't remember what it's called. Of course, I can't remember what it's called because that's how I live my life. But it's by, I can't remember if it's under A.R. Kaler or Alex R. Kaler. I think it's A.R. Kaler. And it's about like these kids that try to summon a demon, and the demon ends up killing some of the kids, and I don't know, there's like this whole spiel. But basically, it's set in a boarding school. And I know that A.R. Kaler went to boarding schools as a teenager. So, like, it's a boarding school setting from someone who actually went to a boarding school.
Mm-hmm.
So I really want to read that to kind of, like, get enough. Because, obviously, I never went to boarding school. I don't know anybody that did go to boarding school. So, like, my only point of reference is television.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I really want to read that. And, yeah.
When you remember the name of that, you should message it to me so I can add it.
Also, same.
I'll look it up. I own it. I just have to find it. Like it's over. Oh, you can't go high enough. Hold on, wait. Hi guys, I'm gonna pick you up. It's over there somewhere. I don't
I didn't
know.
realize you had more books up there.
I don't know where.
Kevin, you need to watch Kiki's Delivery Service.
I know, it's on my list.
She's a witch.
I love Kiki's Delivery Service.
Me too. So they're playing it. Like they're re-releasing it out in theaters for like a limited time, and it's going to be playing here at the end of the month. And I really want Aaron to dress up with me to go see it. I want us to be Kiki and Tombo, but I can't get him to do it.
It's like the 20th anniversary, isn't it?
I think it's some sort of anniversary. But I told him, I was like, it could be a birthday present to me. So he's thinking about it.
Damien said it came out in '89.
Well, then it's not 20th anniversary.
30.
I didn't realize that movie was that old. I guess the '90s are 30 years.
Yeah, let's not go there.
We're in the last 5 months of this decade.
Oh, that sounds so weird.
Yeah. Let's say that again.
I just forget how old I am sometimes.
Same.
The other day, I was like, am I 24? Not even close.
I linked in the chat the Goodreads for the first book.
I'm adding it now. Thank you.
Shades of Darkness. It's Ravenborn. I knew it had Raven in it, but I couldn't think of what the full title was. But yeah,
There's one more book on the never-ending TBR.
it's fine. Just keep adding them. And I think he's one of those ones that does like both self-pub and traditional pub, and like his self-published is under A.R. Kaler and his traditional is under Alex R. Kaler. So
The elusive hybrid.
Yeah.
In the wild.
The elusive hybrid in the wild. I don't know why I was starting to sound like Steve Irwin there for a second.
You do you, Jeff. We're here to support you.
Oh, living the life. Ah, water.
Well, I don't want to hear all of you. I don't want to be 20. I don't want to be 18. Whatever. I turned 36 on Wednesday, all right? So I don't want to hear it.
Do you see this? When they start making movies about the 2010s, I will officially be old. I was born in 2001. Like,
I graduated high school in 2001.
Oh my God.
To be your mother.
I'm pretty sure in 2001 I was skipping class to hang out behind the dumpster at Denny's on 2nd Street, y'all. So,
I think 2000, I was still in junior high. Yeah. But like just barely.
I was listening to like a throwback station that's supposed to be like, oh, like old school music. And one of the songs came out in like 2009, and I was like, oh, hell no, I was in high school when this song came out.
Yep, welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, and then someone, I don't remember who it was, if it was Damien's cousin or something, didn't know what a house phone was. Was that what it was? Or was it VHS? I think it was a VHS. They did not know what a VHS tape was, which is just so depressing.
Which to me is really weird because, like, I know what an 8-track is. I know what sorry, like I know all of that stuff. So, like, I knew it. Why don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Today's teens don't care about VHSs. They just care about their smartphones. I had a Discman.
Yeah, those are rad.
I think mine was a hand-me-down.
You know, the cassette one?
Mm-hmm.
I think mine was a hand-me-down, though. I think it might have been Laura's.
What?
Discman.
Oh, yeah. Everything you had was a hand-me-down of mine, Kevin. And everything I got was a hand-me-down from our Aunt Darby, so...
Freshman in high school in 2009. I graduated high school in 2010. Who needs class when needs a perfect 10?
Oh my God. Me too, Kevin.
That was literally like my senior class's slogan. Like, who needs class when you're the perfect 10?
Yep.
Babies.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we were the babies until someone in here said they were born in 2001.
Yeah.
I actually still sometimes will buy CDs when I go to like Goodwill for my car because my like the hookup thing doesn't always work for my like phone. So sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to listen to the radio. So I like have a bunch of old I have like old Backstreet Boy CDs and stuff in my car.
I will buy CDs just out of principle because like it's the same price as a digital download. And I'm not paying the same price for something that I can hold in my hands as something that lives in the air.
I just, I only buy them at Goodwill because they're like $1.
You say that now, Jessica, but pretty soon you'll realize you're a hoarder with lots of stuff in your house that you could just have in the air instead. And then you'll wish that you did that. Trust me, I've been there.
I like being a hoarder. Did you just see that bookshelf that I showed you?
I just like the part like Aaron and I have moved so many times that like when you start realizing that you're mostly paying to schlep around VHS tapes and books, you're like, okay, something's got to give here. You got to start going to digital.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like you can see the 3 shelves behind me. There's the other shelf. There's a whole other shelf up here above my head.
All my shelves are full of toys, as you can see. And I have more. I have like a Wreck-It Ralph shrine in front of me.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right, do we want to do another sprint?
Yeah, I was
Yes,
just about to
please.
Well, how long would we like to do this time? I'm gonna let y'all come up with the weird numbers.
Yeah, let's let somebody else.
17 minutes.
I was talking about you, Laura. You're the weird one.
Not me. I said 7 and 13. Y'all been listening to me the whole time. Let somebody else come up with something.
Jess said 17.
I like 17 too.
Picking numbers out of the air.
Well,
As long as you don't pick them out of your nose, it's all good.
oh my god.
Ew.
That's the only thing I picked. 17.3 apricot, get out. Everybody seems to like 17. So do we want to do 17 at the 55?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
I have so many like YouTube videos to catch up on after this.
Yeah,
Not today.
I didn't work today, so I didn't have a chance to watch all my YouTube videos. I had a chance to catch up. So I need to do that tomorrow at work.
I was super busy at work. I was super busy at work, and then I came home and we went to the gym, which was awful. LA gyms are literally the worst. Like, it's always full of people sitting on their cell phones on machines that like want to say they went to the gym without actually working out. So irritating.
That's what I always feel so awkward when I take a picture when I'm at the gym or like a video because I've been posting them more, and I'm like, am I that person? But at least I'm moving at the same time. That's
Right.
what my compliment to myself is.
Like, I'm talking like the weight. Like today, there was a guy on a weight machine, and he literally sat there for like a half hour just texting, like on his phone. And then the other day we went, there was a guy literally sitting on a weight machine talking on his cell phone, and I was like, what is happening? There's only one of these machines. Please get off of it.
Just write a note on a piece of paper that says, "You're a jerk. Share the machine," and then walk over and hand
These guys are like LA like models, and they're jacked, and they could probably like just destroy me.
Well, in the words of my queen, Trisha Paytas, if you can't show everyone on Instagram that you're at the gym, what is the point?
Exactly. Okay, 17 minutes, Brent.
Oh,
Sorry. You can do it, Jess. We all believe in you.
I don't want to do it.
You have to. close that.
Bless you.
Thank God.
How'd everybody do?
Well, Jess, why don't you tell us how you did?
Oh, just went straight for the judge.
242 words. I hate brainstorming. I hate it.
How'd everybody else do?
Bane of my existence.
I am trying to figure it out, but my mouse keeps dying. So this is fun.
Oh,
I'm doing great.
that's like the thing you don't want to die.
Right. Oh, sweet. I got 1,021.
Holy shit.
Marisa.
What?
You know, we build up to it. It's really good. And when I haven't written in forever, it's like, oh my God. You know.
I got 509, which I'm pretty happy with.
Nice.
It's so like crazy to me, like when I hear people's like sprint words, because like when before I used to do sprints, when it came around to like nano time, I was like, how am I gonna get 1,600 or 1,700 words in a day? Like that seems like so much. And then like when you do like a 20-minute sprint, you can get like 500. I was like, oh, if I just do 3 of these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
But like looking back, before I knew sprints worked for me, it seemed like impossible.
Same. Yeah. Yeah, Charlie, I'm only giving myself like 4 minutes out of that. I was doing some other stuff.
Were you asleep?
No, well, I mean, maybe I should count some of it because I'm thinking about my scene and I'm trying to like, because I'm revising, so I'm just trying to like envision it more.
I think that counts.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think I remember when in one of your videos you were talking about, like, you're like, how do I keep track of all my thoughts? I'm like, oh my God, am I supposed to be keeping track of the minutes of my thoughts? Because if I should be doing that, then I definitely am getting a lot more time than I'm putting down for sure.
Yeah, that's why me and minutes are not.
I thought I was gonna really like minutes because there's like I was like, oh, so much brainstorming. I just don't think I like minutes either. I like them in theory.
Yes, and that's what the theory still makes sense, and yet in practice, I'm like, this is the worst.
Well, I think part of it too is you don't know how to quantify like your victories. Like, you know, like, oh, if I get 500 words, that's really good. But like, how do you know what is really good during a 15-minute sprint of like revising?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, how do you measure the success of that? You know, like, it's a lot harder.
Mm-hmm.
There is no such thing as too comfortable.
Looks like you're like at like a ski resort and you just came in from like skiing and you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna curl up by the fire.
I'm cold and I cannot figure this out. And I type better with my eyes closed.
I saw that Emily just did a video on like dictation, and I'm interested to watch that video. I'm excited to.
I
see how
watched it a little bit ago.
I didn't watch any YouTube videos yet today, but I'm super excited to watch it because like I had to do dictation in one of my high school classes my freshman year, and it's awful. I hated it.
I had a professor in college that wrote all of his novels with dictation. Like, he was obsessed with it, and he would like speak it into his phone. And this was like, I went to college a long time ago, you guys, so it was like before smartphones. Like, he was talking into his Motorola Razr, right? And he would like record it that way, but you could only do like, you know, up to 5 minutes, I think. So it was just, I don't know why he would do it that way. And then he had like a whole microphone set up in his office that he would talk into, and it looked really weird.
I could never do that. I would lose my place. I need to always be looking like right before and right around what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. That seems so weird to me. Like, how you would visually be able to continue on with the story.
Yeah, but I kind of like it better than like what I found writing by hand. It's that my brain moves faster than my hand does, and that's annoying. So I'm wondering if dictation wouldn't be the answer because it would move just as fast as you're thinking.
That's true. I think if it could like show up on the screen as you were talking so that you could be looking at it. But if you were just like speaking into a microphone, like looking off somewhere, like that would not work for me. But yeah, if I was like dictating and it was showing up, I think I could do that for sure.
Yeah, Google Drive has that functionality if you want to try it ever.
Ooh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was driving home the other day and I like had like this random story idea, so I pulled up the notes app and I dictated it. The thing is about dictation is because I speak really fast just in everyday life. I have to speak very slowly and very, very like clearly for it to understand me. So like I start to like build up all these ideas and I can't speak fast enough for what's going on in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it does not understand a single word I'm saying if I speak it like my normal speed.
Yeah. I have an Oklahoma accent, so it changes all my vowels to a different, like, short A-aw sound. And I'm like, no, I said I, damn it.
I was thinking about that too. Like, I know, like, I have a little bit of an issue when things try to hear me because I've lived in Chicago and then also in the South and then also in California. So I have like a really weird accent of like a mix. But like my husband, he could never do something like that. He doesn't have a very thick Southern accent, but he doesn't like enunciate things at the end. So like even when he just calls to order food and his name is just Aaron, no one can ever understand what he's saying.
Ern. My name's Ern.
Because he goes, and like this is like out of his mouth. Like I'm so used to it that I'm just like, why can't people understand? But like literally no matter where we are, people, they always think it's like the weirdest, like they come up with the weirdest things that they think he's saying. Yeah, Kevin, you do talk very fast.
I don't mean to.
I think you and I both, it's like, because I'm really loud and you talk really fast, and I think it comes from being in a big family. Like, I had to talk really loud so that people would hear me, and you had to talk really fast to get it in before everyone cut you off. Especially me, because I'm really bad at cutting you off. So, so I think that's why we sort of learned those ways to speak so that we could feel heard in our family.
I just have a lot of ideas and I need to get them out very quickly.
Like sometimes I'll be like playing your YouTube videos and Aaron's like, why do you have them on 2x speed? I'm like, yo, I don't.
Yeah.
That's totally normal. He's like, oh God, I can't even understand him.
It's like if I'm consciously thinking about it, I can talk slower. But then when I do that, then like it doesn't, I feel like I'm putting on like this, I don't know, I just feel like I'm putting on that it's not me. And like I have to like try and be this slower talking
like,
person.
Howdy, y'all, it's me, Kev.
I don't know. I probably have ADD, so it doesn't help.
You should dress up like Pappy from Pappyland and do all of your videos and draw in Pappyland.
I barely get dressed for my videos, let's be honest. Look, I don't do anything in my hair.
Right?
I often record right out of the shower. Like, I don't put on makeup or anything.
Kelly Martin, I don't know if any of you follow Kelly Martin, but she's an Authortuber, and she did a really funny video the other day, like talking about the struggles of vlogging, and she was like, you can't vlog in your pajamas, and you can't wear the same shirt, and I was like, wait, is that a rule? Is that a thing I'm not supposed to be doing? Should I not have done that? Because I definitely don't ever like try in my videos, hardly at all. And you can tell that I don't, because the one day I did film some videos with makeup on, everyone's like, oh my God, you have makeup on.
Who are you?
I just have like a couple of like pajama shirts that I rotate between, and so I realize when I'm editing videos, like if it's a laundry day, a shirt I wore last night might have gotten washed and I'll wear it again, and I'm like, it looks like I'm wearing the same clothing.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of us just put on our comfy clothes when we get home from work too, and like if you're only wearing the clothes for like an hour or two, you can put them back on the next day.
See, and this is the curse at working from home. I'm just in pajamas all day.
I would literally never get dressed. I would just be in the gym all day.
Yeah.
I can't help it. Okay, so Grape said that I always say I just got out of the shower. It's because I feel the most like energetic and creative and excited, because I feel like I came home from work and I washed off that disgusting place and I can like be myself.
Wash off all that gross work.
Yeah.
I mean, my office is a freaking cesspool. So many people I work with have small children, like that, like just started daycare, just started preschool, and they're always sick. So many people. And the girl that sits next to me is literally sick at least like once a month. Right now, this morning, yeah, the other day, I mean, this morning she had to like walk into another room so she could like hack up the grossest sounding like lamb I've ever heard. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get sick again. Aren't I?
Gross.
Yeah. And everyone I work with is having small children.
Yeah. That was the problem with teaching too, is all those snot-nosed kids handing in their papers.
They're like, I just have coworkers like, oh, look at this cute video, but like at the same time they're like coughing and sneezing. I'm like, don't get that phone near me. I'll watch it from a safe distance.
I honestly used. Oh, I think Marissa. I think you teach, right? You teach college, yeah. So I taught college for like 10 years, and I always like the class before they would turn in papers. I was like, all right, guys, don't forget, you know, your papers are due next class. Please make sure you wash your hands before you give me those papers, because I don't want whatever you got. Because I was always getting sick. Always sick.
Yeah, I grade digitally for that reason. Like they put it in a box, and I'm like, I'm not touching any of your crap.
I tried doing that, but I was so much slower grading on the computer. So
yeah,
but I always don't like hand sanitizer. I taught college English. Yeah, I don't have kids, but luckily I don't have children that bring stuff home, but
I can't even imagine. But this is why they make Airborne. Like a teacher invented Airborne so that she would stop getting sick in class.
Yeah, but they also like invented soap, you know? Just use some hand sanitizer.
If I ever have kids on their first day of class, I'm gonna send them to school with like some Airborne, like a little tiny bottle of wine or something. Like a spa. It's not gonna be rich apparently. Well, let's be honest. If I ever have enough money to adopt a child, I'll have to be rich. So
it's not expensive if you go through foster.
Yeah. Do we want to do another writing sprint? I feel like it's been forever.
Yeah. Wait, writing sprint? Is that what we're doing?
No.
How long do we want to? Jessica's like,
Jessica, she's over it.
It's probably the connection. Sorry about being blurry. How long do we want to go?
We did a kind of long one just now. You guys want to do a shorter one?
Yes.
I'm cool with that.
Yes.
Well, what did we just do? 17?
We can do another 11. I mean, we could do an 11. That was Kate's first pick that we never did.
Do it.
Yeah, 11 sounds good to me.
Hey, 11 minutes. Kay writes books. You're the lucky winner. Ooh.
Remember when I said, hey, I want to do daily live sprints during November?
Yeah, I do remember you saying that.
And I remember that everyone else was like, wow, girl, that's crazy.
Actually, most people are like, sounds like a great idea. I'm glad you're doing it, not me.
Right.
Because I think that like people would like that. Like I would love that. I personally would not have the like mentality. So like I'm happy for you. I will join in on them. I could not host them every day for a month. That would just my mind would be going.
I think I could do it, but I wouldn't necessarily write every day while I was doing it. Like host them and try to like motivate other people, but like it might be early in the morning and I might just be like working on my planner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you could also, if you also wanted to, like you wouldn't necessarily have to do 2 hours. You could just do an hour.
I talked about doing an hour and doing like an hour and 5 minutes, and doing like a 5 minute more, you know, like work here, 5 minute chat, do like 15-minute sprint, 5 minutes off, 15-minute sprint, 5 minutes off, 15-minute sprint, talk for a minute, get the heck out.
Mm-hmm.
Like done.
The live write-ins will continue after Nano. Just not sure in what capacity because of Google Hangout on air going away. But they will be continuing in some way. Jessica will figure it out.
Yeah.
Jessica's gonna figure it out.
Our hero.
I know that you can do like a Skype call and use OBS and route it through. The issue with that is that your computer has to do all of the work. So it's going to process a lot slower, which means the more people you have on it, the slower it's going to be. So, I mean, you're going to be able to do those with 2 people, but I don't know if you're going to be able to do them more than 2 people.
Yeah.
So,
I would say because I have done OBS to like do a Skype call recording once with me and my friend. And unless you have like a really nice computer, I have like a decent, well, it used to be decent gaming computer, and it like did not like what I was doing to it.
I found one that I really liked, but in order to use my auxiliary camera instead of the camera that's in my laptop, like they charge like $14 a month. So
Okay.
there are a lot of options out there, but most of them charge, and most of them are ridiculously expensive, like $90 a month or something stupid.
Yeah, see, I feel like YouTube has to come up with something. But okay, sorry, we are late to start this sprint.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, ready, go. That's the end of that sprint. How'd everybody do?
342.
Nice.
238. Struggling, but I'm getting there.
I got 591.
Damn. How many have you gotten so far than this entire live?
You're asking me to do public math. Hang on.
There.
Give me like another 20 minutes and I will have this figured out.
How'd you do, Kevin?
I completed a theme and I actually completed 2 bullet points, but so I'm ahead of schedule, so I'm excited.
Yay!
I'm getting up to the scene though where a character I really like dies, and so like I just kind of want to skip over it.
No! I always think it's good when you can make yourself sad, though. Like, you're so attached to the character, that's got to be a good sign.
I mean, it's a good sign, but it just feels so crappy.
Yeah.
I'm not good at killing characters, so like this fantasy I want to write, where like my idea is to like track the body count. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I hate killing characters.
I write about a lot of ghosts, so the characters are already dead, so I don't have to do like the killing.
Perfect.
Right?
Hey.
I'm in the last part of my setup, which is like the 3rd beat of the entire thing. So, yeah, it's only taken me 3 weeks to get here.
I just started my 2nd day, and I'm 16,000-ish words in, so
That's a long day.
it was a long day.
I've never read a book that took place in a really short period of time, but The Sun Is Also a Star is in 24 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not planning on doing like a day-to-day, like every day. I'll skip some time, but like you have to set up like the boarding school and the people and the rules of the world, and like there's a lot to go over.
My boarding school book, they like time moved a lot slower at the beginning of the book, and then later on I started skipping ahead because like you said, there's a lot to like set up at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then like once that's established, you have to like I feel you.
I have a story idea that takes place in one night. I don't know if I could pull it off, but it's a sort of like can't hardly wait-ish vibe. So
I love that movie.
Yes.
I've had an idea for a book that takes place in 24 hours for a really long time, but it has like a big cast of characters, and I just don't know if I, as a writer, am yet like good enough to write that book, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't yawn.
No,
I can't prove it.
I know, dang it.
Y'all.
Yes. I win. I don't even think I've broke 1,000 words tonight. Like it's rough. It's been a rough time.
Jess, you got.
Ooh, I passed the 17,000 word mark in my story.
Nice.
Nice. It's awesome.
I just did the math and I'm only 23,000 words behind where I should be.
Catch up. You got plenty of time.
Right?
Dang it. Reading the word yawn made me yawn again.
Yeah.
4. So yeah, I just passed 17,000 words.
That's awesome.
I do have like plans for a book in the future that's like a 1-day type book, but like it's like it starts taking place in an evening, and there's like a sleepover element, and they go through a portal, and they spend more time in the portal, but when they come back, like it's still the same night.
Right.
The rules of the portal.
Yeah.
And then it has like a huge twist ending that I'm super excited about. So one
What
day
is it? Tell us.
I can't tell you.
I have this other idea for a 24-hour book that I pitched to a couple of writer friends that would be like multiple points of view from different characters, and it was basically like the movie 200 Cigarettes, where it's like all of this happens on like New Year's Eve. It's like the whole book is just like a New Year's Eve story. Actually, you know what? Caleb Roerig's, I can never pronounce his last name. I'm friends with him, and I can't pronounce his last name. His book, White Rabbit, takes place, I think, in 24 hours. There are flashbacks in that. I don't know if that counts.
I'm just like drained. My brain's fried.
Yeah, same.
Fried
I think it's that time of Camp Nano where we're like 3 weeks in and everyone's like, oh.
Well, and I mean, like, I can't even remember. I think I did live stream Friday night, and then yesterday at like 8 in the godforsaken morning, and like now, and I can't even keep track. So
Yeah, Kevin and I did 4 hours yesterday.
I know. I didn't even realize that was yesterday. Like,
Yeah.
I woke up today and thought it was like some kind of weird haze dream. Like, it doesn't seem like.
I know.
the limit does not exist.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I guess it was Thursday, and then Saturday, and then Sunday, and then. Oh, why? I don't have any more until Sunday. Saturday. Just kidding.
Well, you can probably do one more, right? One more sprint.
Yeah. We probably should be productive. Maybe I can get another 200 words in and hit 1,000 for the day. But I'm not holding my breath.
I would like to finish this scene, although I don't think we have enough time to get that done. I'm just so slow with this.
I am literally like 300 words away, 303 words away from being at where I need to be at today.
Ooh.
Like, I'm real close. Real close.
You can do it.
So I'll probably write those 300 words, whether I get them in the last sprint or not. Yay,
No
me.
problem, please. Do or do not. There is no try. Who said that? Yoda?
Mhm.
Yoda.
Yeah, Yoda.
Just nothing's making sense in my head anymore, so I couldn't connect.
How'd you like that sound?
Is that your happy planner?
Yeah.
Ah.
Can
I'm
you
sorry, I
please
was-
stop?
It's my extra big happy planner.
Did you get the large one or do you have the regular one?
I have classic size, which is like the medium size one. regular size.
I've heard that the huge one's really hard to find inserts for sometimes, but they just released. This is probably not interesting to a lot of people, but they just released Amy Tangerine. I don't know if you know her, but she just released like a collaboration with them, and the coils are a rainbow, and I love it so much.
Yeah, that was like a month and a half ago. Like, you can't up me on Happy Planner News.
Well, I was listening to a podcast she was on, and I didn't realize it was bold until after I was done, so that's probably why, because I just learned about it from the podcast.
Wait, what podcast?
I listened to oh shoot, what's it called? The Uncurated Life. So it's about people who like have a curated life online, and she interviews people to like find out like what their lives are really like behind the screen.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah, it's called the Uncurated Life Podcast.
I'm always looking for more podcasts.
Me too. I have a lot of, I don't have a lot of good recommendations, but I do have some. I listen to How I Built This a lot from NPR.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love that one. They just talk about, just like different companies and stuff. I listened to the one about Kickstarter yesterday. It was just so good. Cool. Okay. So we want to start that last 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. We can just go ahead and start now, and I'll just put it in chat. So starting now.
You want to make it?
That's time.
Yeah, that was quick.
Anybody else just feel like they're in a daze?
Yes,
Yeah.
obviously.
How'd everybody do?
207.
I added 2 words.
Was it the end?
I wish. That would have been so much better.
I finished half a page and it got me to the end of the scene. And then the next scene is officially the scene where the character dies. And I'm just like, you know what? I've done 4 scenes tonight. I'm ahead of schedule. I think I need to emotionally wait for tomorrow to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So, perfect timing.
I wrote just as many words in that 5 minutes as I did in the 17 earlier.
That's how it happens sometimes, man. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I hate yawning.
Oh, for a second, I forgot people were saying their word count, and I thought we were looking for a time for sprint, and I was like, 138 minutes, 33 minutes. I'm not doing a sprint for that long.
Zoned out. Ruby.
How did everyone do total for the entire live show? I forgot what these are called. Write-ins. Anybody? I want to see who did the most words.
It wasn't me.
Are you sure?
100%.
I think it might have been Marissa.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
Marissa
yeah.
killed it.
It's probably Marissa.
Yeah, I had a really good day, but that means tomorrow, now that I'm like back in the swing of it, tomorrow's gonna suck. So
This is why I prefer editing, because like drafting stage, I'm like that. When it comes to editing, like for the most part, I can jump back in pretty well.
mm-hmm.
My total for today was 1,047.
Nice.
I need 741. I'm about 90 words away from being where I need to be, so I'll just, type another 90 words and move on with my life.
Nice.
And then I'll be where I need to be. Right after I take Ruby out, because even though Mom let her out, that's not enough.
Yep.
Everybody's killing it. Jess, what is your cat batting at behind you?
Right now she's playing with the bag full of books.
Oh, because she was on the bookshelf, like batting at something on the shelf.
Oh, her water bowl is on the shelf too, so who knows with her. Oh, there's a VIP like lanyard from a concert I went to that has like the card on the bottom of it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's blowing in the fan wind, and cats.
Sorry, I'm like having a thought right in the middle. Like I just realized that I was thinking about Nano because I'm like really excited I'm going to work on a new project for Nano in November. I'm just kind of like sick of working on the same thing. But I understand why you, Kate, kind of like go back and forth. It's like, oh, you need time away from some of it sometimes.
Yeah.
But I just realized I'm going to Y'all Fest in November, and it's in November, so.
That's so cool.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I forgot it's gonna be in November, so that's gonna kind of suck. But I'm excited to go because I went to Y'all West once with Kevin, and I've always wanted to go to the one in Charleston. But now that I'm back in North Carolina, I'm not that far away, so I'm excited to go.
Merlin came to visit.
Oh, look, Keaton.
No.
Alfalfa's sleeping. With all this heat, Alfalfa just like he naps all day long, and if we turn on the air, he hates it, so he goes in the other room.
Oh my god, that reminds me. So we went out on the boat on Saturday, we rented a boat for my husband's birthday and we took it out on the intercoastal waterway, and we got little life jackets for my dogs, and we like brought them in the water, and they were like running and playing and jumping in the waves, and they were like jumping off the boat and swimming to us and stuff. I literally could have died. I could have just died of cuteness. No. It was the sweetest, most adorable thing I've ever, because they've never like gone swimming before. So I didn't even know if they would like to be in the water, and they were just like running and chasing each other and jumping through the waves. It was so cute.
That sounds precious.
Well, before everyone goes, I'm going to put people's links in the chat because I thought I put it in the description. It does not. I am going to edit the description once this is over, but you'll have to refresh to see it. So I'm going to put everyone's link in the chat. So I say that you all need to go check out all of them. I mean, let's be honest. If you're here watching me, you're probably already subscribed to Kate, but I'll put her in chat anyway.
I say the same thing.
Kate who? I don't know her.
Kate girl.
So that is the 4 amazing co-hosts I had today. Again, I am going to put them in the description below, but you won't be able to see them unless you refresh the page. But I want to thank everyone for coming today, and I want to thank all 4 of you for helping me co-host today. Any final closing thoughts?
Thank you for hosting.
Yes.
I'm too crabby to have full thoughts. Sorry.
I was gonna say, we've all been a little low energy, but I feel like everyone.
I'm sorry that it was a little low energy, but sometimes we all need a little low energy writing live right in.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming, everybody. Thank you for coming. Goodbye. Okay, I'm going to end the broadcast, but thank you, everyone, and I'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.